On Sunday, June the 25th, 1972, the Sun Herald ran a front-page article deeming the new Phase 4 GTHO Falcon too fast to be driven on the road.
1972 XA GTHO Phase 4 prototype race car. Ford manufactured 3. There was quite a lot of hype, probably the most hype that's ever been done in motor racing history when this car was rumoured to be released. It was a lot of people think that it's probably the most significant vehicle that Ford have ever produced, because this vehicle actually changed the face of motorsport forever.
Ford basically denied their existence, and the 4 Phase 4s built were pushed out the back door.
Actually sat at McLeod Ford and didn't do anything for quite a number of years, and then it's been in the hands of collectors ever since. And in essence, it's the only factory race car that's virtually been in a time capsule. I mean, the car has 4,000 miles on it, and as you can see, they had to treat it gently today. It still has the original tyres on it. The sticker's still on the spare, and it's a piece of, as Mr. Luff said, a piece of motoring art.
When this Falcon rolled onto Oran Park, it was the first time the car had driven the track since John Goss and Fred Gibson had tested it there in the 70s. Even though many of the parts for these Phase 4s became available through the RPO 83 or regular production option program, there is something very special about this car.
There's a lot of the leftover parts from when they ordered. They ordered like 200 or 300 parts to build these. So the exhaust extractors and 780 Holley carburetors, Detroit Locker diffs, a lot of those items found their way into the RPO 83 or into other vehicles too.
The fully balanced and blueprinted 400 horsepower motor was the last of an era. A factory-made race engine available from your local dealer.
But I mean, this particular car too, because it is a works race car, has a cam, they're only going to start once. So it lacks a little bit downstairs, but it goes forever. .6,000 revs.
Even though the car is just too rare to drive hard, it was great to see it out on the racetrack again. While Paul enjoyed a few laps, Ian couldn't wait to get in the car.
Well, Paul, what can I say? I am absolutely stoked, fairly emotional. What can I say? A genuine Phase 4 Falcon.
One of 4.
And you're entrusting me to drive this car, which I'm privileged, because I remember being at the mountain when watching Moffat race around that in Phase 3, and being a Phase 4, only 3 of them left. I get the instructions for me.
Drive it like you love it, not like you stole it. How many people have driven this car?
Besides the owners, I mean, you're only the third person to drive it since I've owned it. So.
It's got a very big cam in it, it's very lumpy in it, and it seems like it's got a very tall diff ratio in it.
Yeah, so, it's a 3-to-1 diff.
3-to-1 diff, so she would have been very fast at Mount Panorama, so she would have been pulling big speed. What an amazing motor car. We can see how the technology has changed so much over the years to what we have as current V8 supercars. This in its era, had it made the tracks, still incredibly fast, a reputed 160 mile an hour, so hanging on to this skinny wheel going down Conrod Straight, I tell you what, you wouldn't be falling asleep with driver fatigue, let me tell you. But an amazing car, Paul. I only gave it a little bit of a squirt. We just brought the revs up a little bit. You could feel yourself pushing back in the seat. It's like a big lounge chair. The racing seats today with the wraparound sides, with the neck devices and all those safety features and so forth. We look around here and it's incredibly agricultural, and it's amazing when you look at people like the Alan Moffats and the Freddie Gibsons, the Johnny Gosses, all those famous people that were driving around or sliding around in these cars, because they're running on pizza cutters with little wheels with treaded racing tyres. I could not imagine what it would be like over the top of the mountain at Bathurst in one of these things here. All I reckon is you need the St Christopher medal polished on the dashboard, because let me tell you, you'd be hanging on enjoying one hell of a wild ride in a GT Phase 4 Falcon. Unbelievable. I'm just completely blown out. Hey, Paul, thanks heaps, mate. We've made the history books, and I've got that on my shopping list to say I've driven a piece of art. Wonderful.
Warren was the next to drive, interestingly just after Bathurst.
It's amazing to sort of, after being in a modern V8 supercar only a few days ago, to sort of hop in this, I suppose, which is really sort of the 70s version to what is a V8 supercar. It makes you appreciate what those guys went through back then, the way they used to sort of muscle these things around. I suppose these really signal the end of the era of where you could almost literally drive your car to Bathurst and race it there.
They used to pick them up from the Ford Motor Company and drive them up there to run them in. I know Bill Brown with his Phase 3. I mean, he went down to Ford and picked it up and drove it straight to the track.
It's a really different experience. It's so unbelievable to be given the opportunity to drive something that really is a piece of Australian motoring history, and really I suppose it's what reset the record books and changed things for what is our modern V8 supercar.